Requiring a pacemaker and living with a pacemaker may be overwhelming. So let's learn a little bit more about what it entails and ways that we can make it a little less daunting for you. One of my aims is to make heart health simple to understand. So I've created a heart health guide. It's free to download and you can just click on the link below. So some signs and symptoms that you may need a pacemaker include episodes of passing out, episodes where you're feeling dizzy or where your heart rate isn't coming up, or if you're having very slow heart rates or pauses. Those are some of the symptoms that you may need a pacemaker. How does a pacemaker work? Well, it is a computer technology that is implanted underneath the skin. Wires are then inserted through the blood vessels into the heart in very specific positions. That computer allows your heart to watch for its electrical activity and also administer electrical activity to give you a heartbeat if you need one. A pacemaker is a brilliant machine and it allows you to only get extra heartbeats or normal heartbeats as you require. It's smart enough to make sure that you're not getting too many or too few heartbeats. And so a pacemaker can help regulate your heart rhythm. What are the risks of a pacemaker implantation? The good news is pacemaker implantations are incredibly low risk. And so they're so low risk that most of the time you can go home the same day. However, just like with any other procedure, there are some risks. Some of those risks include bleeding, infection, and damage to the vessels of the veins or of the heart itself. What does life look like after pacemaker? The great news is life looks pretty normal. So once you get past the acute healing time, so during the acute healing time, we do give you restrictions on how much you can lift, how much you can pull or bend. But once you're through that acute healing phase, life goes back to pretty much close to normal. One of the things that you really can't do with the pacemaker, if you're reliant on the pacemaker, is weld. So if you're a welder, it may affect your life a little bit more. But otherwise, you can microwave that food, you can go on that trip, and you can practice golf. So life should be pretty normal after your pacemaker insert. How often does a pacemaker need to be replaced? So every pacemaker is a little bit different, and it also depends on how much you're utilizing your pacemaker, whether you're pacing all of the time or just a little bit of time. However, pacemakers can last anywhere from 10 to 20 years, depending on, again, utilization and what type of device that you require. For more information and heart health tips, make sure to follow along and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more.